Batten down the hatches as Glory 27 sweeps into Chicago. The middleweight storm the Sears Center Arena. Levin versus Marcus 3. Bad blood between the toughest middleweights on the planet. Each owns a victory in their bitter rivalry, but only one will leave as champion. With the world title on the line and a grudge to settle, there's no escape. In the co-headliner, expect a flurry of fists and feet as featherweight tornadoes Chikadze and Vanastrand face off. The fight pitches Chikadze's brutal array of kicks against Vanastrand's furious fists for a spectacular piece of matchmaking. And brace yourself for the middleweight contender tournament. 4 North American knockout artists go toe-to-toe. A night of bone-crunching action, and the last man standing earns the right to fight the winner of Levin Marcus. It's time for Glory. Glory kicks off their 2016 season from the Sears Center Arena just outside the Windy City as the world's premier kickboxers flow into Chicago. Tonight, the middleweights take center stage with 4 of the division's best throwing down in a single-night contenders tournament, with the winner earning a title shot. In the first semifinal, American Wayne Barrett battles Canada's Robert Thomas. And on the other side of the bracket, former UFC fighter Dustin Jacoby takes on newcomer Carl Roberson. In the co-feature, knockout specialist Giga Chikadze takes on undefeated New Yorker Kevin Vanastrand. And finally, the middleweight title is on the line in a highly anticipated grudge match between champion Artem Levin and number 2 ranked Simon Marcus. This is Glory 27. Hey everyone, I'm Ron Kruk, joined by former Glory welterweight champion Joseph Valtellini. And Joseph, tonight we have unfinished business to take care of in our main event, when Glory champion Artem Levin rematches with Simon Marcus after the two fought to a controversial draw last May. Levin retained the title. Marcus thought he was robbed. So tonight, they meet again to settle things once and for all.
As a kickboxing fan, you can't help but be excited for this fight. This is the 3rd fight of the trilogy to finally determine who the best middleweight on the planet is right now. These two know each other very well, as round 1 tonight will be round 11 for these two. Both of these guys have come out publicly and said this fight will not go to the judges' scorecard.
Should be fun. Marcus defeated Levin 3 years ago under Muay Thai rules, making tonight the pivotal rubber match. Let's now go to the international voice of Glory, Tim Hughes.
The world's top fighters travel from all over the world to compete on kickboxing's biggest stage, where world champions are crowned. Tonight, it's the middleweights with a 4-man tournament and the 3rd in an epic grudge match trilogy for the belt. All of our bouts tonight sanctioned by the International Sport Kickboxing Association. Chi-Town, are you ready for glory? We get right to tournament action with the first of 2 back-to-back semifinals.
Beat 2 men in one night to win the right to challenge the reigning champion. Glory 27 sees a quartet of North American middleweights slug it out as Dustin Jacoby, Wayne Barrett, and Robert Thomas step into the ring. In the first matchup, Jacoby is on fire in the middleweight division, and in the second half of the draw, Wayne Barrett against Robert Thomas. Thomas is the only man in the tournament without a loss to the other fighter, and the cocky Canadian is already turning heads after taking Artem Levin and Joe Schilling to the point cards. Staring him down, it's Wayne Barrett. Barrett is always one of the most entertaining fighters on the Glory roster and wants to reassert himself after a recent downturn. It's new blood against experience in an ultra-aggressive night of fighting. And only one man can come through. Only one man can become the contender.
Now making his way to the glory ring, this young Canadian is ready to prove he belongs among North America's best. Here is Robert Thomas.
The White Dragon, Robert Thomas, 8-3, the 23-year-old from Ontario, Canada.
This kid has not been given any easy fights. He made his debut to glory against Artem Levin.
Wow.
And in his third fight, he fought Joe Schilling. So this kid has fought the best in the world. So these fights to him, might not be as hard as those. So he knows what it feels like to be with the best of the world.
Talk about being thrown to the wolves. Robert Thomas enters into the glory ring.
This next man took the glory ring by storm, winning his first 4 bouts. Here is Wayne Barrett.
The 30-year-old New Yorker, Wayne Barrett, number 5 ranked middleweight in glory, an impressive 80% knockout ratio. Barrett is one of those guys who is solid all around, very technical, good boxing, good Muay Thai as well.
Barrett is one of the best fighters in glory for using movement and distance. I have to put him as one of the best counter fighters. He's fought, Boygan Stoica. He's fought Joe Schilling. He's fought the best in the world also, and he uses great movement and great footwork.
Here are the numbers for our first middleweight semifinal. The young phenom, Robert Thomas, is 7 years younger than Barrett, but the veteran Barrett will look to use his 6-inch reach advantage. All bouts tonight will be contested under the glory rules. Tournament fights are scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Title fights, 5 3-minute rounds. 3 judges score the bout using the 10-point must scoring system based on knockdowns, impact on opponent, and scoring with spectacular technique. If a fighter suffers 3 knockdowns in a round or 4 within a fight, he will lose by way of TKO. Remember, no elbow strikes, takedowns, or submission attempts are allowed, and fighters can only clinch if they immediately attack with knee strikes. Now let's get the official fighter introductions from Tim Hughes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this middleweight tournament semifinal is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, standing on my right and fighting out of the black corner. At the age of 20, he was named the Thai Boxing Association Fighter of the Year. His record, 8 wins with 3 losses, 5 of those 8 wins by knockout. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, 1.88 meters, and he weighed in at 186 pounds, 84.4 kilos. Here tonight from Ontario, Canada, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Robert the White Dragon Thomas. His opponent standing on my left and fighting out of the white corner. This Big Apple Golden Gloves boxer is making his 9th glory start. His record, 5 wins with 4 losses, but 4 of those 5 wins coming by knockout. Standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, 1.88 meters. He weighed in at 186 pounds, 84.4 kilos. Fighting out of New York City, ladies and gentlemen, Wayne Barrett. And your referee for this contest is Chris Wagner.
Judge.
what a way to kick off the Glory 2016 kickboxing season with a middleweight contender tournament semifinal number 1. Robert Thomas in the red shorts and Wayne Barrett in the black. Give it up.
You're going to see Wayne Barrett try to use his movement, strike and move, where Rob Thomas is going to try to close the ring off, get Barrett against the ropes, and unleash some big low kicks and big combinations.
No secret, Wayne Barrett needs a win. He's 1-4 in his last 5, but he said he's going to get back to basics, having fun being himself. People tried to change him when he got into Glory. Let's see if he can do that tonight.
With Rob Thomas being from Canada, I had an awesome opportunity to work with him throughout his training camp. And a lot of the things we worked on is learning to control the ring and put Wayne Barrett where you want to put him. So expect a lot of good low kicks and a lot of closing of the ring.
Rob Thomas coming off a split decision win over David Radiff at Glory 24 in October. And Barrett...
So you can see Rob Thomas really establishing his distance. He's going to keep his distance and try to use his low kicks. The low kick is one of the best strikes against a fighter who likes to use a lot of movement. We saw that earlier in our Super Fight series with Anderson Silva and Mo Green.
Wayne Barrett will move around. It's great footwork. But Thomas comes in here very patient and calm for a young 23-year-old.
Both guys are being very patient right now. They're feeling each other out.
Are you a little surprised by that? Because in a tournament, one of the keys is getting in and getting out, getting ready for that second bout.
Well, guys take different approaches. Some guys like that, let me get in there, finish this fight as quick as possible. Other guys like to just go in there and be themselves.
Scheduled for three-minute rounds, so you don't have a lot of time to waste. Under a minute to go already in this first round.
Barrett is being a little bit more of an aggressor, which we haven't really seen from him in the past. He talked about Robert Thomas wanting to come forward and that he was going to shut down that forward movement.
Rob Thomas landed with a straight that got through the gloves of Wayne Barrett. We have 30 seconds to go in round number 1.
Wayne Barrett switching to a southpaw.
Yeah. He said that he might break up his stance a little bit tonight. True to his word.
Wayne Barrett's liking that left straight to the body right now. Rob Thomas needs to pick up the pace.
Combination thrown by Barrett. Low kick from Thomas caught by Barrett.
10 seconds!
It's round number 1 between Barrett and Thomas. Comes to an exciting end. Semi-final number 1, a very even first round in my opinion. Joseph, your opinion is the one that matters. How'd you score it?
Both of those guys really used that round as a feel-out round. No one really took any big chances. No one threw any big volume combinations. You can expect more volume to come in round 2 and round 3.
You can't throw the cross. Throw that cross one. Go in the middle, okay? Round 2.
You gotta throw something, okay? Back up.
Fight! Referee Chris Wagner begins round number 2. Wayne Barrett in the black and Robert Thomas in the red. See if the fighters pick up the pace here in round number 2.
Wayne Barrett's coming back as an orthodox stance. This is when Rob Thomas needs to utilize his right low kick more. There's Wayne Barrett using the right kick himself.
He's blocked that high kick from Thomas too. Barrett showing some impressive defense so far.
You're definitely seeing a different Barrett. He's coming forward and you're seeing Rob Thomas using more of the distance and the outside movement.
Well, there was some question to where Wayne Barrett's head is. Nice block of the head kick there. Thomas continues to press on.
Rob Thomas is a fighter that likes to pick up the pace later in the round, and one of the things we talked about in this training camp is he needs to bring the pace a little earlier in the fight.
Remember, at the end of 2013, Wayne Barrett was #1 in the Glory middleweight division. He was dominating, but again, going 1-5 since that time.
Wayne Barrett is very hard to figure out. He's constantly switching stances. He's constantly moving. He'll attack you, then he tries to draw you in and counter with some big hooks.
Barrett now training with the American top team in Whitestone, New York.
Rob Thomas needs to get a lot more aggressive here. He needs to push head-to-head, push with the guard, and start attacking with more combinations.
And at this point, midway through the second round, you've got to believe that Wayne Barrett's confidence is growing as time continues.
Wayne Barrett's stealing this fight right now. Rob Thomas really needs to get in there and start throwing his combinations.
Body shot gets through from Wayne Barrett.
Wayne Barrett keeps putting his hand down for that low kick. He needs to be careful because Rob Thomas might go high.
Right straight from Barrett gets through. 1 minute to go in round 2.
Wayne Barrett is very relaxed in there. This is a good look for Wayne Barrett.
Absolutely, very comfortable. He's come in tight before. Big right from Barrett.
Very cool, very calm, picking his shots, saving his energy. He's taking the more calm approach. Just in case he's going into that second round. By the way it's going now, it looks like he will be. Rob Thomas needs to pick up the action.
Barrett throwing punches both upstairs and to the body, keeping Rob Thomas guessing.
Step back clean.
Swagner breaks up our fighters.
He needs to get Wayne Barrett against the ropes. He needs to push the pace, get head-to-head, use his low kicks. Take Wayne Barrett out of his comfort zone right now. Wayne Barrett is way too comfortable in there right now.
Let's listen into the corners.
Jab, hook, kick, leg. When you get that hook position, push, head kick. Okay? Push it off the head kick. Don't just neutralize it. Use your shoulder. We worked on this many times too. Throw it off head kick, okay? Drop his hand all the time. Drop his hand all the time. We go for a leg kick. Go do the kick punch. Okay? Even if you throw halfway. Even if you throw halfway leg kick. Kick punch. Stop it. Okay? Take this round.
As we check out the strikes landed by round, 38-30 in Barrett's favor.
Push it hard on it.
But Joseph, did you give that round to Wayne Barrett as well?
That was definitely Wayne Barrett's round. Round 1 could go either way. So in Rob Thomas's mind, he needs a big round here. Wayne Barrett, again, a good round to finish off would be good in his favor.
Let's go. Fight!
Third and final round for our middleweight contender tournament semifinal number 1. Can Rob Thomas pick up the pace and attack Wayne Barrett?
You can't fight Wayne Barrett in the center of the ring. You have to get him against the ropes. Nice back fist by Thomas. Oh, nice left hook.
And Thomas just whiffed with that big right.
Here comes Rob Thomas.
Needs to pick up the pace here. Throwing combinations followed by knees. Shots to the body. And really a strong straight from Wayne Barrett. He's had some success with that in this fight so far.
Nice slip under that hook by Rob Thomas. His boxing work is definitely paying off. Rob Thomas comes from a very strong Muay Thai camp in Canada. His MAS Thai boxing team under Chris Q.
I mean, Thomas, he comes from that Muay Thai background, so he's used to slower starts, but I have been shocked that it's really taken him until this third round to pick up the pace.
Rob Thomas is finding himself in the corner. Good job on Wayne Barrett in controlling where Rob Thomas is going. That was the strategy that Rob Thomas needs to do to Wayne Barrett.
Wayne Barrett now getting through with some counter punching too. And it looks like a low blow delivered from Barrett. Referee Chris Wagner calls timeout and will give Rob Thomas some time to regroup.
Getting hit low like that takes a lot of energy out of you. A lot of times fighters feel like they need to be extra tough and get right back into the fight, but sometimes you need that extra minute because your gas tank goes in half after getting hit low like that.
And now, a minute 20 to go. Thomas might be in desperation mode. Barrett delivers another strong shot.
Wayne Barrett is starting to be comfortable. He's moving. He's switching stances. He's having fun in there.
Do you think he's confusing Rob Thomas a little bit? I mean, he came in and keeps switching stances. It seems to be throwing Thomas off.
Rob Thomas is moving a little too much, in my opinion. He needs to get back into pushing the pace, getting Wayne Barrett fighting on his heels. His corner was calling for, after he throws that low kick, to throw the right hand after or follow with a high kick.
Barrett that gets a low kick through.
Wayne Barrett is very good at keeping distance and closing distance. That's why it's very hard for Rob Thomas to hit Wayne Barrett. He either moves out or moves in very quickly.
20 to go in this third and final round. Impressive movement throughout this fight by Wayne Barrett. Great footwork, and Thomas lands a right. But a little too little, a little too late. Well, Rob Thomas picked up the pace in that third round.
Let's see where Rob... Oh, it was actually a right hand from Wayne Barrett that hit him low. It was kind of looked like he was moving away from the ropes, and that right hand kind of trailed behind and hit Robin.
Well, the fight is in the hands of the judges now. The official decision is coming up next. Well, Joseph, you had the opportunity to train with Rob Thomas. Specifically, what did you work on, and did he follow through with the game plan?
Well, we worked on using the low kick a little bit to slow down the movement of Wayne Barrett. But he was fighting too much in the center of the ring. Part of the strategy was to push forward, get Wayne against the ropes, kind of use his combinations, but be careful for the counter-punching of Wayne Barrett. I found he was fighting too much on the outside, trying to use distance a little too much. He needed to use his shield, get in there, and turn this more into a scrap rather than a technical fight.
Well, the 23-year-old Rob Thomas had his hands full with the veteran 30-year-old Wayne Barrett. It's always a key to get out of that first semifinal as quick as possible. We'll see if that's a factor later in the evening on whoever goes to the finals. Middleweight contender semifinal number 1 is in the books. Rob Thomas landed more of his punches, knees, and kicks, but Wayne Barrett was really the one that seemed to be doing more damage. We'll see if the judges agree as we first check out the highlights from this semifinal number 1.
There's a big right hand follow left. They're both missing. I was really impressed with the defense of Robert in this fight. The right hand goes through. It was just Wayne Barrett fighting on the outside, picking his shots. Made him very successful tonight.
Let's see who's moving on to the finals and get the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of kickboxing, we go to the judges' scorecard. All three judges, Diamato, Morley, and Pacello, scored about the same, 30-27. A unanimous decision for your winner, who now moves on to the tournament final, Wayne Barrett!
A huge victory for Wayne Barrett. Gets the W by way of unanimous decision. He is moving on to the middleweight finals. He'll now return to the locker room and wait to find out who his opponent later tonight will be. Barrett gets by Rob Thomas, and he'll face the winner of the Dustin Jacoby Carl Roberson fight coming up next. What a big night of Glory Kickboxing here in Chicago. The explosive knockout artist Giga Chikadze takes on undefeated American Kevin Bannistrand. Plus, of course, the middleweight contender tournament final with the winner earning a title shot. And the middleweight championship fight, it's Artem Levin, Simon Marcus 3. But coming up next, our second semifinal. Number 4 ranked Dustin Jacoby attempts to win his third career Glory tournament. He'll face a rising star in Carl Roberson, who will be making his Glory debut. Glory 27 rolls on. Joseph, you participated in these tournaments before. What did you do when you would go back into the locker room before your next fight?
It's very tough. Different fighters like to use different approaches, different strategies. Some fighters like to go and sit back, put their feet up, stay warm with a tracksuit on. Other fighters like to stay moving, stay active. Again, both approaches work in different ways. Especially if you've taken a lot of kicks in your legs, if you sit down too long, you can get the blood pooling, which makes it difficult to get up and get those legs warmed up, ready for that next fight.
Now to the other half of our tournament bracket, ladies and gentlemen, for the middleweight scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. This next young man made his kickboxing debut in France against legend Jerome Le Banner, proving his willingness to fight anyone, anytime. Here comes Carl Roberson.
Bottom line is he has the opportunity of a lifetime. He was a late addition to the tournament when Mike Lemaire decided to fight on the Glory Super Fight Series and take on Joe Schilling. So Carl Roberson, he enters into the tournament tonight, making his Glory debut. What a huge opportunity.
What a great opportunity for Carl Roberson. On paper, it doesn't look like he has a chance, but let me tell you, if you go on YouTube and watch some of this kid's stuff, he's a phenomenal athlete. He really focuses on strength and conditioning, and he took a short last-minute fight against one of the legends of the sport in Jerome Le Banner and actually knocked him out in the second round. Some controversy in that fight. But again, this kid is tough. He doesn't care who's in front of him. He's here to fight. He's here to win.
He was the winner of the Glory qualifying tournament in Las Vegas last year. He is Dustin Jacoby.
Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, Dustin Jacoby. all he does is win tournaments, Joseph. He won the Glory 23 middleweight tournament. He won the 2013 Road to Glory 8-man tournament. And now he has a huge opportunity in tonight's middleweight contender tournament to possibly get the next title shot.
He comes in and they threw him right into the wolves. Sink or swim, Dustin Jacoby, and he's swimming. He comes in, he doesn't care who he fights. With no experience, he went in there with the best fighters in the world. Here he is tonight. This is his big opportunity to win this contenders tournament and have a chance at the world title.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this middleweight tournament semifinal is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the black corner, this young kickboxing phenom makes his Glory debut tonight in Chicago. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, 1.85 meters, and he weighed in at fight time at an even 188 pounds, 85.3 kilos. Fighting tonight out of Neptune, New Jersey, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Carl Baby K. Roberson. His opponent fights out of the white corner, fast becoming one of the best middleweights in all of North America. And he enters the ring on a 3-fight win streak. His record, 7 wins with 6 losses, 6 of those 7 wins coming by way of knockout. At 6 feet 3 inches tall, 1.91 meters, he weighed in at 187 pounds, 84.8 kilos. He's here tonight from the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, Dustin the Honyak Jacoby. And once again, your referee in charge is Chris Wagner.
Judge.
Here's the tail of the tape for semifinal number 2. Jacoby is 2 years the elder and has a slight height advantage and a lot more tournament experience.
Fight! Dustin Jacoby came out in the interview and said, listen, I went through wars to get where I am now. This kid needs to feel my pain, feel what I went through to get here right now.
Dustin Jacoby in the red shorts, Carl Roberson in the black. Glory 27 from here in Chicago.
Beautiful kick exchange by both fighters.
Roberson comes out in the southpaw stance. Ron Kruk along with Joseph Valtellini. Make sure you keep up to date on all the action in Glory by visiting our website, glorykickboxing.com.
Time.
And right away, we've got a timeout in the action as Dustin Jacoby took a shot below the belt.
When you have a north-south, which means if one fighter's orthodox and the other fighter's southpaw, you use the rear kick a lot. So a lot of times you can get hit below the waist in a north-south fight like this.
And that one hit square below the belt. But Jacoby back at it.
In a north-south position, the best weapons are your rear attacks. So you have your left swing kick and your left cross, or the right swing kick and the right cross of Jacoby.
Jacoby, his tournament philosophy is pretty simple. Finish quickly, get in there, get the win. Your confidence will be boosted as you go into that second fight. Of course, that's easier said than done.
In his last tournament, he knocked out both opponents. He's looking to do the same here tonight.
Incredible for a 27-year-old to have so much experience, and Roberson showing some quick hands.
What I like about Roberson is he has that mentality. He doesn't care who's in front of him. And that's the mentality you need to fight guys with more experience. You need to not care. Just get in there and fight.
Roberson has a bright future at only 25 years old, already being in the ring against Jerome LeBanner. Really should have won that fight. Did win that fight, just the judges disagreed.
And I think he only has 3 fights as an amateur and 1 as a professional, so this might be his 4th or 5th fight period.
Under a minute to go in round number 1, semifinal number 2.
Nice kick. Double
Kobe.
Beautiful.
And now our fighters pick up the pace. Front kick misses from Roberson, but I like the idea.
Jacoby's just constantly evolving. He's keeping his guard, using his low kicks. It's amazing to see the evolution of Dustin Jacoby.
The former UFC fighter now becoming a full-time Glory kickboxer.
Dustin has some great coaching, a lot of good training partners. He had 2 of his teammates just have 2 big wins in the UFC, so he wants to keep the momentum for his team going.
Joining us now is the 3rd member of our broadcast team, Clark Gilmer. Clark?
Here I have the wife of Dustin Jacoby, Kayla. How is it watching your husband fight and getting punched?
I'm very proud of him. He trains very hard. A lot of people ask me if I ever get nervous. Of course I get nervous. I think the worst part is emotionally. I worry about him, coming home and not being able to showcase his skills. So it's not, I'm just proud of him for what he does and how hard he trains.
I can really see that you are emotional right now. I can only imagine. My husband retired and then I met him. So thankfully I was never in your shoes. Bless your heart. I can only imagine the nerves going through your body. I'm sure he's going to do great. I'm so excited to watch this. Let's get back to the fight.
All right, Clark. Round number 2 between Dustin Jacoby, has the support of his wife here, and Carl Roberson. Jacoby in the red and Roberson in the black shorts.
Dustin Jacoby's great at keeping distance. Whenever he sees Roberson try to step forward, he moves back, keeps his distance, throws from the outside. That's very intelligent fighting there. That's understanding distance, and he's doing a great job at it.
That knee delivered by Jacoby to the chest of Roberson pushed Roberson back a bit. You see that Dustin Jacoby opening up a little bit in the 2nd round.
You can see it's called cracking the shell. They'll kick very hot on the arms and then they go high or low off of it. It's a very good, solid Muay Thai strategy in the north-south position. You'll see fighters like Sidichai, who's fighting on Glory 28 pairs, use this a lot.
Jacoby dominated that 1st round. Strikes landed 18-4.
Roberson needs to turn this into a fight. He needs to get Dustin Jacoby backing up and throwing some big combinations.
Under 2 to go, round number 2. There's some body shots from Roberson.
Dustin Jacoby's just having fun, keeping his distance, picking his shots. Great strategy here.
Jacoby trains with Factory X in Denver. Guys like Chris Mosey and James Krause.
Both of those guys came off big UFC wins. He wants this momentum. He wants to make his team proud. He's a big team player. Kudos to his team and his coach for the evolving Dustin Jacoby.
And evolving is really the key. This was a guy who, when he won that 8-man tournament 2013, drove 48 hours to Oklahoma and got 3 wins that night. He was a mixed martial artist, but he has evolved his game. He went and he trained in the Netherlands and with some of the best the sport has to offer. And it's showing tonight. Roberson on the canvas.
He's showing that it went
Chris
low.
Wagner saying it's not a knockdown, though.
It looked like it went low here. I'd like to see the replay when we can.
Well, I just saw referee Chris Wagner warn Dustin Jacoby for a low blow.
Let's go. Time in. Fight.
And time's back in.
It could have been to the ribs. I have to see that again to see where it really landed. A lot of times fighters use the low blow as an excuse to catch their win. Beautiful outside kicks by Dustin Jacoby.
30 seconds to go in the second round.
Roberson's not going to beat Jacoby in the center of the ring. He needs to push him against the ropes, turn this into a fight.
Nice jabs from Dustin Jacoby.
10 seconds!
Pummeled Carl Roberson. High kick blocked by Jacoby to end round 2. Let's take a listen into the corner of Carl Roberson.
You're landing on it, right? So why are we not throwing the back leg to the head more? Why are we not throwing the crossfoot cross? When you're throwing 1s and 2s, you're stopping short. Give me 3 or 4 punches. Give me a kick. Keep putting it on this guy. Look, it's 1-1 right now. If you don't win the next round, you're going home early.
Come on, Carl.
You want to make it the final? Let's go.
Here's the low blow. Let's see if we can see what happened here. That looked like a right knee to the ribs. There's more knees coming. It looked like Roberson hit Jacoby low there.
Third and final round, semifinal number 2. Joseph Valtellini, how do you have this scored?
Right now I have it 2-0 for Dustin Jacoby.
Glory 27 here in Chicago. Wayne Barrett waiting in the locker rooms to face either Dustin Jacoby or Carl Roberson.
Roberson needs to do something big here, and he needs to push the pace, turn this into a dogfight.
Now, if you're Dustin Jacoby and you believe he's winning 2-0 and you look at the strikes landed per round, he is dominating 36-17. Do you conserve some energy and save yourself for that tournament final?
The way the fight's going, he's being very successful from the outside. Why take a chance? I'm sure he watched that Jerome LeBanner fight where, he was able to catch him and knock him out. So the smart move right now is to keep his distance and keep moving like he's doing right now.
Roberson just blocked that high kick delivered from Jacoby. That could have been good night. Now Jacoby goes low.
Jacoby's kicks are looking really good this fight.
Roberson circles around. Jacoby presses forward.
There you go. There's that distance of Dustin Jacoby. That's the real key success in this fight. He strikes. As soon as he sees Roberson trying to attack, he keeps his distance and fires again.
Carl Roberson's corners yelling to him, if you want to win, you've got to knock him out. Yelling for a 3-4 combination, and Roberson got a solid body shot through it. And a left hook. Roberson landing as we're under a minute to go in the third round.
Roberson's starting to pick it up. He's starting to throw combinations. His corner's calling for a big cross hook. Dustin Jacoby needs to be careful, though.
Big combination floors Roberson.
What a beautiful right hand.
5, 6, 7, 8. You okay? Come to me. You want to continue? Yeah. Let's go. Fight!
Roberson says, yes, let's continue. Under 30 to go in round 3. Dustin Jacoby smells blood, looking for the finish.
He's swinging. Oh!
And a knee floors Roberson.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come to me. You all right? Fight.
Carl Roberson showing a heart of a champion, gets back up, and that's going to do it. Impressive performance by Dustin Jacoby. Dustin Jacoby, Carl Roberson, semifinal 2. We will find out who's going to the finals coming up next. Well, Roberson came into this fight, Joseph, 0-1, 2-1 amateur record, and give the kid some credit. He fought hard.
He deserves a lot of credit. Not many people can say they went in there and fought at the highest level kickboxing with the experience he has. So kudos to him. Well done. He has great potential ahead of him. He just needs to go back to training, keep getting better, and come back even stronger.
And Dustin Jacoby continues to roll. His wife looking on. How great was that? Very nervous as she was talking to Clark, but very proud of her husband, Dustin Jacoby.
Dustin Jacoby really used his kicks really well in this fight. And, you know, preparing my notes here for this event, I was wondering why Dustin Jacoby doesn't use his kicks a lot more. He's very successful when he does. Here tonight, he showed that he's very fluid with his kicks. Well done, Dustin Jacoby.
Semi-final number 2 is finished, and a great night for Dustin Jacoby. Check out the final stats. This middleweight bout, all Jacoby in this one as we check out some of the highlights. Jacoby accurate with his kicks, his knees, and only one knee thrown by Carl Roberson.
Here we go for some of those highlights. Beautiful right round kick, setting up a lot of his different strikes. Beautiful jab. He used that jab really well to keep his distance. Using his jab, using his distance. Let's see these knockouts here.
Missing the beautiful.
Nice jab cross. Well done. Nice jab cross. Nicely set up. Perfect timing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have an official time of 2 minutes 56 seconds. This bout actually comes to an end by way of the Glory Tournament 2 knockdown rule. For your winner by technical knockout, now advancing to the tournament final, Dustin Jacoby.
TKO win for Dustin Jacoby tonight. His wife is thrilled as Dustin Jacoby will move on to the tournament final, improving to 8-6. His seventh win by way of knockout or TKO. He will meet Wayne Barrett in the finals. Of course, Barrett got by Robert Thomas in that first bout. This should be a great matchup. But coming up next, that man, 33-4, Giga Chikadze, looks to add another knockout to his impressive list, but it won't be an easy task as he meets undefeated American Kevin Van Ostrand. The world's premier kickboxers are in Chicago for Glory 27. Undefeated New Yorker Kevin Van Ostrand. He comes into this fight. He's the underdog. Doesn't have the experience that Chikadze has, but he is as tough as they come and a big opportunity for him.
He comes with a very exciting style, and this is why this fight is so exciting. You have Giga Chikadze, who is known for these spectacular spin kicks and axe kicks. And you have Kevin Van Nostrand, who loves to use the blitz style of fighting. He stands on the outside and comes in with hard punches and hard combinations. This fight is only going to get exciting.
Well, the Glory Girls are ready, of course. Make sure to keep up to date with all the information at glorykickboxing.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for your co-main event of the evening. And first to make his way to the Glory ring, he was 18-1 as an amateur. And coming off of a split decision victory at Glory 24 Denver, here comes Kevin Van Nostrand.
Undefeated New Yorker Kevin Van Nostrand, 28 years old, 2-0 in Glory. He comes in as the number 8 ranked featherweight.
He's coming in against a way more experienced Giga Chikadze. He took this fight on 4 weeks' notice, but he's confident. He hits hard. He knows what he has to do tonight. He's looking to keep the distance, keep the fight on the outside, and let Giga fight his fight.
Van Nostrand said when he was 8 years old, his dream was to fight on TV. Well, Kevin, you made it, my man. A tough Muay Thai fighter. He's very aggressive, but also tactical. He likes to call his style unpredictable.
That's a good way to put it. Very aggressive, very energetic. He needs to be, it's a style where you get tired watching it. He's constantly moving in and out. It's a very fun style to watch.
His opponent won his Glory debut in impressive fashion at San Diego's Glory 21. It is Giga Chikadze.
Originally from the Republic of Georgia, now fighting out of Huntington Beach, California, Giga Chikadze. 33-4, with 20 of his victories coming by way of knockout. For a featherweight, he's got some dynamite in his fists.
He has a very impressive resume when it comes to kickboxing. He has over 200 amateur fights in different fight disciplines. He has 8 years of training in the Netherlands with coaches like Cor Hemmers and Mike's Gym and Ivan Hippolyte.
Chikadze has 26 more professional bouts than the young Kevin Van Nostrand. He says experience will be a factor in this fight.
He's also a fighter that likes to cut a lot of weight. So we're going to see how that affected him. His last fight against Anvar Bornazarab, he was originally supposed to fight tonight, he cut a ridiculous amount of weight, and it started to catch up to him in the later rounds. So let's see if he made an improvement with his diet and his nutrition, and see how his conditioning is tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this co-main event of the evening scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the Glory Featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the black corner, a WKA USN World Champion. His professional record, perfect. 11 bouts, 11 victories, 9 of those wins by knockout. at 5 feet 7 inches tall, 1.70 meters. He weighed in at fight time at an even 143 pounds, 64.9 kilos. He's here in Chicago tonight, fighting out of Syracuse, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Kevin Van Nostrand. His opponent standing on my left and fighting out of the wide corner, trained in Kyokushin Karate. He learned his kickboxing skills training in the Netherlands. His professional record, 33 wins with just 4 losses, 20 of those wins by knockout. At 6 feet even, 1.83 meters. He weighed in at 144 pounds, 65.3 kilos. Fighting out of his home country of Georgia, by way of Huntington Beach, California. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Giga Chikadze. The third man inside the glory ropes is Oscar Martinez.
Go ahead and stay in your corner. Go ahead and stay in your corner.
Here's the tail of the tape for this featherweight bout. 27-year-old Chikadze is 5 inches taller. However, they both have an identical 72.5-inch reach.
Fighter ready? Fight!
Giga Chikadze in the white gloves and Kevin Van Nostrand in the black.
Giga's bringing the fight. He's doing the right strategies.
No feeling out period for these two featherweights. One speed only, and that's fast forward.
Kevin needs to be careful coming in like that. His chin's a little too high.
Low kick from Chikadze stopped Van Nostrand in his tracks. Wonder if Van Nostrand, the younger fighter, 28 years old, if he's just got that adrenaline going as he's coming out firing.
Beautiful right hook by Giga as Kevin was coming in. Oh, that kick's hurting.
That body shot from Chikadze got through, echoed through the Sears Arena here.
Chikadze really wants to make a statement. He feels that he should be one of the guys fighting for the titles very soon.
Van Nostrand hit the canvas. It was not a knockdown. Remembering glory rules. 3 knockdowns in a round, 4 in a fight, results in a TKO loss.
These guys are going to have some sore shins tomorrow.
Van Nostrand walking in 8 or right from.
Beautiful axe kick.
Wow, Chikadze showing a little bit of everything in his arsenal tonight.
Work your way out, work your way out.
Chikadze is really trying to use that right hook when Kevin's coming in. Beautiful coming in, using his boxing to come inside.
And now it's Kevin Van Nostrand who's delivering some blows. And Van Nostrand pushed Chikadze back. He's in the corner now as we approach 30 seconds to go in round 1.
There's that right hook. He needs to be careful for it.
Furious pace here in this first round. Front kick followed by another kick from Chikadze.
That looked like that body kick hurt him.
Great action here in round number 1.
Watch the clinches. Last warning.
Kevin Van Nostrand was warned by referee Oscar Martinez, I believe, for holding at the end of that first round.
That knee will set up. I want those hands on him. He could not stay up with my hand.
Van Nostrand, very aggressive. Showed us a little bit of everything in that first round.
Okay. Listen, hey, he can't deal with
Chikadze is really mixing it up well. Here you see a beautiful axe kick right between the center of Kevin Van Nostrand's guard. Some big kicks. Here comes Van Nostrand. He's coming in. This is where he needs to keep the fight.
Watch the clinching.
Fight! Round number 2 in this featherweight matchup between Giga Chikadze and Kevin Van Nostrand. And now Van Nostrand moves forward, throwing knees. Flying knee blocked. Oh, big shot from Van Nostrand.
Beautiful right hand. He kind of leaned off to the side and threw that right hand right down the middle. Beautiful. That's slowing down Chikadze for sure.
But Chikadze ate that punch and just kept moving.
These guys are putting on a great fight.
Both fighters looking to move up in the featherweight rankings here in Glory. An opportunity here at Glory 27 to show that they belong in this division.
Chikadze starting to slow down here. He's probably kind of conserve some energy and save some of it for a big combination.
That low kick echoed through the arena.
Those shins are clashing.
Action right in front of us. Both fighters exchange. Now Van Nostrand backs up Chikadze.
Beautiful spinning back fist.
Followed by the knee. And a left straight. Look at Kevin Van Nostrand.
Van Nostrand doesn't stop. He just keeps throwing different angles, different distance, kicks, knees. He's mixing it up really well.
He's got the pressure on Chikadze right now.
His body's looking a little weak. Giga needs to go back to those body kicks. There he goes.
Now he pushes Van Nostrand in the corner. That's not where he wants to be. Van Nostrand may be tiring out. Overhand right, followed by some body shots by Chikadze.
What a fight. These guys are laying it all on the line right now.
30 seconds to go in round 2.
Here comes Kevin.
Back and forth battle. Body kick might have hurt Van Nostrand.
Definitely the fight of the night so far.
Van Nostrand comes right back. Chikadze falls to the canvas, but it is ruled a slip. Well, coming up is our main event as that man, Simon Marcus, looks to get revenge on the Glory middleweight champion, Artem Levin, the bad boy from Canada, Simon Marcus. Coming off a loss to Levin by way of majority draw. Looking forward to a great middleweight title fight.
Second down! Second down! Go!
But first, we've got to finish this featherweight bout between Giga Chikadze and Kevin Van Nostrand.
Here's the spinning back fist by Kevin. Beautifully timed. Slipped out through that back fist from behind. Beautiful timing. Well done.
I don't want to score this one, so I'm going to defer to you, Joseph.
Put the pressure on me. This is a very tough fight to score, but I have it 1 round apiece here. I'm going to give the first round to Chikadze and the second round to Van Nostrand.
Van Nostrand on his back. Ruled a slip. And another axe Axe kick there from Chikadze. Just misses, though.
We haven't seen an extra round yet, Ron. Maybe this is our fight.
Yeah, we're expecting a fast, explosive fight, and these two have delivered. Both of them throwing a ton of strikes. Van Ostrand with the 65-53 advantage in strikes landed.
He's the energizer buddy. He just keeps coming forward. Oh, beautiful kick. That's a nice chamber kick. You don't know what level it's coming, and he takes it high. Beautiful.
Van Ostrand caught it, but it delivered right against his chest. Low kick now by Chikadze.
Chikadze needs to stick to his kicking. He's being very successful mixing up the levels, kicking the body. Kevin slowing down here. The leg kicks are starting to add up. Well done. Beautiful right uppercut. Steps off to the right, slips that right uppercut up. Knee break.
Spinning back kick just misses. As we approach 1 minute to go in the third and final round. Seems both of these featherweights have enough gas in the tank to finish strong.
They're just standing in the pocket exchanging.
Van Ostrand dumps Chikadze. Low kick from Chikadze.
At this point, you got to throw technique out the window, bite on your mouth guard, and turn this into a fight. How bad do you want it?
30 seconds to go in round 3. Fighters right in front of us. Continue to battle it out.
Break.
In a furious pace to finish round number 3. The fans here in Chicago appreciate it. We'll catch our breath, and the official decision comes next. Well, the fans here in Chicago do appreciate the effort by both these fighters. They never stopped.
What a great action-packed fight. They both called for a lot of action. They both delivered. Both of these guys deserve, a big round of applause here. Kevin Van Ostrand has a very bright future here in this division.
Van Ostrand came in undefeated, 2-0 in glory, and was just thrilled to be a part of this show as the two fighters show their respect. We are active on social media. Make sure that you follow our ring girls, our glory girls. Miss Alyssa on the left. Follow her on Twitter. On the right, they're ready for our next fight, and of course they're excited for our main event. Time for our final stats, and there were a lot of them. You look at the total strikes thrown by both these guys, 226 by Chikadze, 172 by Van Ostrand, but Van Ostrand was more accurate. This entire fight was a highlight, Joseph.
These guys didn't stop throwing kicks, punches, just kept going. Knees, body punches, counter hooks. These guys left it all on the table for us tonight. The back fist worked very well into the knees. Beautiful right uppercut. Well done. Stepped off to the right through. I thought the key to this fight for Chikadze was using his kicks. He was very successful mixing up his axe kicks to the body kicks to the head kicks. Great fight by both guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of kickboxing, we go to the judges' scorecard. Judge Janicek scores the bout 29-28. Judge Smith and Judge Wicker score the bout 30-27, all for your winner by unanimous decision, Giga Chikadze!
Giga Chikadze gets the unanimous decision victory, improving to 34-4. He's standing by with Joseph Valtellini.
Chicago, let's hear it for both of these warriors tonight. They put on a great show for everybody. In my opinion, that was the fight of the night so far. Thank you for that performance.
Thank you very much.
You were originally supposed to fight Boynazarov, late switching opponents. Where do you stand right now? Do you want a rematch with Boynazarov, or do you feel you should get the winner in Glory 28 between the current champion?
Of course I'm waiting for my title shot, of course. But I know that one day I was expected rematch. It was very big dream for me to go to rematch, because that day I still think that I won that match. But last minute he said he got a cut or something. But everybody knows that cut needs like 4 or 5 days. It was not so bad cut. Now after this, I won my fight. I'm waiting who's gonna win in the fight of Amrani and Adamchuk. So here I am. I'm in shape. I train every day. I'm waiting my chance. My trouser needs a belt.
You keep fighting like this, I'm sure that title shot will be right around the corner. Let's hear it for our winner, Giga Chikadze.
I want to mention something. This fight is for my child. I get a new boy, and it's for my boy Max and my daughter Nita. Hey!
Congratulations, Giga.
Not bad for Giga Chikadze. Signature victory for him here in Chicago. Well, it's one of the most difficult tasks in sports, winning back-to-back fights in the same night. And for an update on our middleweight finalists, here's Clark Gilmer.
Hi guys, I'm backstage here in Wayne Barrett's dressing room. Kind of cool. When do you actually get to see what's going on back here during the tournaments? There's a clear air of confidence back here. Both of the fighters walked away pretty unscathed. I'm pretty pumped to see how this next fight's going to turn out. I spoke with Wayne Barrett's coaches. He said this last fight of his was just a warm-up. He's just back here, still in his warm-up. And this fight we're about to see going down is going to be the real Wayne Barrett. Let's see him pull through this.
All right, thank you, Clark. Coming up next, it is the middleweight contenders finale. And then the champion everyone is chasing, Artem Levin, puts his belt on the line when he takes on number 2 ranked Simon Marcus.
Serious animosity between
Welcome back to the Sears Center Arena here in Chicago. Glory 27, and more glory comes your way next month.
The world's premier kickboxing league presents Glory 28 Paris, March 12th, Accor Hotels Arena. Heavyweight world champion Rico Verhoeven defends his crown against Croatian Mladen Restovac. Plus, the lightweight contender tournament featuring Thai sensation Sinichai. And Murtel the Predator Grunhart faces off against French star Cedric Doumbé. Glory 28 Paris, March 12th, Accor Hotels Arena. Don't miss it.
Wow, can't wait for Paris, France, Joseph. That is going to be an epic card. But first, we got to finish things off here in Chicago. Let's talk about this main event tonight between Simon Marcus and Artem Levin. Bottom line, there's some serious animosity between these two, Joseph.
There's a lot of bad blood between these two. They want to settle it tonight. They don't want the judges to score who's the real champion tonight. This is a match that we're all excited for to see.
It's the pivotal rubber match, and standing by with our Clark Gilmer are the fighters right now.
I'm here with the champ. It's been 10 months since you've had a chance to defend your title, your belt in this Glory ring. How excited are you to be back here tonight with Glory?
A long time was without Glory, and I miss about Glory, and I miss about fighting Glory. And now I'm very glad, and I want to fight. I want to show my fans good fight. I want to give good emotion for my fans, first of all. And today will be a good fight.
I have no doubt that you're going to give good emotions to your fans. Everybody is so excited for this rematch. It's the third time you're facing your opponent. So what's the key for you? How are you going to win?
You will see today everything. I show my key for Simon Marcus, and you will see this fight will be better, and because my preparation before this fight was at home. And this is my first secret.
You were in Russia for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, in Siberia.
Nice. Okay. And do you have any special message for Simon Marcus?
No. I give him my message in the ring.
I like that. I like a fighting man. Thank you so much.
The champion, Artem Levin, he flat out called Simon Marcus a cheater, accused him of greasing up in their last fight. Bottom line, both of these guys have accused each other of excessive holding, so our referees might be very busy tonight, Joseph. Let's hear from Simon Marcus now, who is standing by with Clark Gilmer.
The last time you fought Levin, it ended in a draw. What are you going to do tonight to put an end to this ongoing battle and walk away with the belt?
Knock him out.
How? What round? If I was a betting woman, what round are you going to do this? How? Can you tell me some of your secret weapons?
I'm not a person to really predict rounds or predict what exactly is going to happen, but I align myself with the right energy and make it happen. So I'm planning to put an end to 11 tonight. Knock him out. Everybody tune in. Make sure you watch. It's going to be an exciting fight.
Now, I walked in to grab you for this interview, and you look pretty peaceful. You're laying on the ground. You got your headphones on. You look kind of like you're chilling. Mm-hmm. What are you listening to?
Right now I'm listening to, I don't know, some house music, some reggae, just music to get me in the zone, what I like to listen to.
Some bad boy music?
Yeah, that's what you call it.
I'll call it that. Good luck tonight. Can't wait to see the fight.
Thank you.
Levin Marcus 3, that's coming up tonight. But first, it's the finals of our middleweight contender tournament. Wayne Barrett meets Dustin Jacoby in what should be an awesome finale. Wayne Barrett getting by Robert Thomas in that first semifinal. Barrett came in needing a victory, and he got it.
Here's some of the highlights from the first fight with Wayne Barrett and Robert Thomas. Wayne Barrett did a great job at keeping his distance, landing his big right hand, and coming out of this fight uninjured with no big injuries for the finals.
And maybe more importantly for Barrett, extremely confident because we weren't sure where his head was coming into this tournament. That victory may have just given him the confidence to win this whole thing.
He needed that win. For his confidence, for his career, that was a big win for him. So I'm excited to see if we see a new Wayne Barrett in the finals, a confident one, that is.
And he will take on Dustin Jacoby, who steamrolled through that first semifinal.
Dustin Jacoby was amazing in this fight, showing his evolution as a kickboxer, using his kicks, using his punches. Great job at using his distance, slipped that punch, came back with a 1-2 of his own. What a great knockdown.
Always a key in a tournament is getting out of that first round injury-free. It looks like both our fighters accomplished that. So it's Barrett, Jacoby. How do you like this matchup?
These guys are very similar fighters. Both of these guys are using the same approach of using their distance and fighting on the outside. Both of them had very similar first fights. I'm very excited to see what both of these guys have to offer in the finals.
Well, many thought Dustin Jacoby would be in the finals, but not Wayne Barrett. He is definitely the dark horse of the tournament. Coming up next, there he is, Dustin Jacoby, warming up for the middleweight contender tournament final. He'll face off with that man, Wayne Barrett, as Glory 27 rolls on from Chicago.
All right, Chicago, it is time for the Glory Middleweight Tournament Final. He had 2 knockdowns in the third round and ended his semifinal just short of the closing bell. Please welcome back Dustin Jacoby.
Dustin Jacoby, one thing he knows is how to win a tournament. The 2013 Road to Glory 8-man tournament champion, and he won Glory 23, the middleweight tournament, so he is very comfortable going into this final.
This is actually a rematch between the two. Dustin Jacoby and Wayne Barrett fought at Glory 24 Denver, where Dustin Jacoby won by knockout. So this is a great rematch. This is the chance for Wayne Barrett to get his revenge tonight.
Dustin Jacoby said he actually wanted to face Rob Thomas in the finals. He wanted to test himself against the Canadian, but I don't think he's going to argue having a rematch with Wayne Barrett.
His boxing skills earned him a unanimous decision win in his semifinal. Here comes Wayne Barrett.
to just get back to having fun. And the easiest way to do that, Joseph, is to get a victory and go into the finals.
Seeing his expression when his name was called at the end of that fight, you can see this big weight just lifted off his shoulders. This is Wayne Barrett. This is the Wayne Barrett we saw when he first came into Glory. Let's see how he does tonight with this extra confidence and that weight off of his shoulders.
Barrett came in as the number 5 ranked middleweight in the Glory rankings, and he's moved up to number 4 as we update the rankings immediately following his win over Robert Thomas.
Rematches are very difficult, Ron. For the fighter who won the won the first fight, has that extra little confidence. The person who lost has those extra little bit of nerves. They know what it feels like to be hit by that person. So there's a lot of extra mental focus that these guys need right now. There's a lot on the line. This is a big fight for both of these guys.
You bet there is. A title fight is on the line as we check out the numbers. Wayne Barrett, 3 years older than Dustin Jacoby. A slight weight and height advantage goes in the favor of Dustin Jacoby.
Ladies and gentlemen, this Glory Middleweight Tournament final is once again scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the black corner, he now runs his record to 8 wins with 7 knockouts. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, 1.91 meters, and he weighed in at 187 pounds, 84.8 kilos. Back tonight from Denver, Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Dustin the Hanya Jacoby. His opponent, fighting out of the white corner, comes back with a record of 6 wins and 4 losses. 4 of those wins by knockout. Standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, 1.88 meters. He weighed in at an even 186 pounds, 84.4 kilos. Fighting out of the Big Apple of New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Wayne Barrett. And your referee in charge of the Glory Ring is Oscar Martinez.
Go ahead and wait. Go ahead and wait. Judge. Sir. Judge. Fighter ready? Back to your corner.
Hey! A Glory title shot is on the line in our finals. Wayne Barrett in the black and Dustin Jacoby in the red.
Both guys really respecting each other.
High kick from Barrett, blocked by Jacoby.
Wayne's picking up where he left off. He was a little hesitant, a little tight in the first few rounds against Robert Thomas, but you see him moving his shoulders. He's using his distance. This is the Wayne Barrett we're used to seeing.
Wayne Barrett showed some great footwork in that first bout. Gets a kick to the ribs, just misses another shot. And now Jacoby's chasing him.
Jacoby wants to put Wayne Barrett against the ropes. He's stalking him until he has that opportunity. He's going to throw some big combinations.
Misses with the right hook. Jacoby circles around, waiting for his shot. Combination down and then up from Barrett. And a solid kick to the thigh delivered from Barrett. Another.
There you go. Go. Hey, you can down. Have fun.
Low kick from Barrett.
Break. I'd like to see Jacoby cut the ring off a little bit and not chase so much. Wayne Barrett is very dangerous fighting backwards and has a very good counter hook.
Minute to go in round number 1 of our Glory Middleweight Contender Tournament Final. Kobe pressing forward throughout this round, like he did in the first fight against Carl Roberson. But Barrett's the one that's landing more strikes.
Jacoby's chasing him, and I like what he did. He stood in the middle of the ring and said, come on. That's a good strategy when you find yourself chasing a fighter too much.
Pushing Barrett up against the ropes and now knocks him back a little bit. And Barrett takes a knee.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. Yes, sir. Wait! Time!
Wayne Barrett saved by the bell in that first round, as Dustin Jacoby late was able to put him on the canvas.
That's giving Dustin Jacoby a lot of confidence going into round 2 and round 3.
You're winning that round. You're winning that round. He caught you. Okay, you gotta keep your hands up. Shift. When he moves in and you shift out of the way, you gotta go after him. Okay. You move out of the way, you're letting him off the hook. Okay. The leg kicks are working, bro. Okay. Okay? Okay. When you're stepping outside like that, rip that fucking leg off. Okay. He doesn't want it anymore. Okay. Okay? Go hand tighter.
Let's see.
Well, let's see where we got Wayne Barrett in trouble. The left hook.
It was a left hook, and then he slipped the right hand right behind it, and that stumbled the legs of Wayne Barrett. It was a late reaction. There's that right hand. Beautifully timed, set up well, and perfect with that left hook. It was a late reaction knockdown. Beautiful job.
Big round there for Dustin Jacoby to be able to put Wayne Barrett down late in the first round, showing what power he has in his punches. But it looks like Wayne Barrett shook it off as he picks up the pace in round number 2.
His corner was calling for that low kick. I agree.
Do you think he was winning that first round before he was knocked down?
He was definitely winning that round. He was frustrating Jacoby with his movement. I just would like to see a little bit more of the combinations. That's a very close round, but with that knockdown, I think I give that round to Dustin Jacoby.
Jacoby entered this fight with a crazy 86% knockout ratio. Loves to finish his opponent.
There's that right hand again. Came over the top this time.
3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. That's it.
That's gonna do it. Dustin Jacoby wins his 3rd Glory tournament, taking out Wayne Barrett with another solid shot.
Beautiful straight right by Dustin Jacoby, giving him that knockout win. That's 2 knockout wins over Wayne Barrett.
All he does is finish fights and win tournaments. Dustin Jacoby as we check out the action.
Beautiful jab with the right hand coming over. Good
We'll be
finish.
back with the decision right after this. Factory X in the Mile High city of Denver. Dustin Jacoby's wife celebrates, and so does his corner. Took him a little time to get going in that first bout, taking out Roberson, but it was all Jacoby in the finals.
It was a perfectly timed fight. Good strategy. I think we can now call Dustin Jacoby the king of the tournaments.
Without a doubt. The 27-year-old. will add some more hardware to his collection. Jacoby came in as the number 4 ranked middleweight. He jumps up to number 2 and is guaranteed a title shot. It could be against the current champion, Artem Levin, or will it be number 3 ranked Simon Marcus? We'll find out.
He's going to be watching this fight closely.
Back in Chicago, where Dustin Jacoby is our middleweight contender tournament champion. All Jacoby in this one as we check out our strike stats. 100% landing with his knees, 63% with his kicks, but it was his punches that did the damage. Let's make this middleweight contender tournament final official. Here's the international voice of glory, Tim Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end. 1 minute and 6 seconds of that second round by way of the Glory Tournament Maximum Knockdown Rule. Ruled a technical knockout for your winner. And now, once again, Glory Tournament champion, Dustin Jacoby. And here to present the Ramon Deckers Trophy, our head of talent operations, Mr. Core Harris, and our chief executive officer, Mr. John Franklin.
More hardware to add to the collection for Dustin Jacoby. His 3rd Glory Tournament victory. If he ever has just a single fight in the night, it's going to be easy for this guy. He continues to impress, and now he's...
I'm here with your contender tournament winner, Dustin Jacoby. Let's hear it one more time for this fighter. I think we could officially call you the king of the tournaments. How did you feel going into this tournament? How did you feel with your results? Tell me what's going on in your head.
Yeah, man, I felt extremely confident coming into this tournament. I have a great team behind me. I have a great family, great friends, a beautiful wife who's always there for me, and this feels great, man. I'm on top of the world.
The next fight is between Artem Levin and Simon Marcus. You're in line for a title shot. Give me your prediction on this main event, and who do you see yourself fighting?
Yeah, for starters, man, I mean, as much as I like the tournaments, I'm over them. I want that title shot. And the winner tonight, whether it's Simon or Artem, they're both great fighters. They're both the best in the world, and I can't wait to compete against either one of them.
I think us as fans are very excited to see it also. Ladies and gentlemen, your tournament champion, Dustin Jacoby.
Well, after 3 tournament victories, I think Dustin Jacoby probably has earned himself a title shot. The evolution of Dustin Jacoby continues. Power in his punches and taking out Wayne Barrett. Those heavy hands, and Barrett had to go down on a knee. All Dustin Jacoby as he celebrates another victory and takes home the trophy. Coming up next, final preparations being made by the Glory number 2 ranked middleweight, Simon Marcus. He's looking to claim the middleweight belt. But it won't be easy as he faces off against the champion, Artem Levin, one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in the world. That's our Glory 27 main event. Well, Joseph, do you believe that the evolution of Dustin Jacoby's kickboxing game has been complete.
What an amazing story. I feel as a martial artist like Dustin Jacoby, you're never going to be satisfied. You constantly want to learn. You constantly want to get better. And that's what makes a true martial artist like Dustin Jacoby.
And now he has the opportunity to maybe face that man, Simon Marcus from Canada. He's looking to take the belt from Artem Levin. One of the greatest sports towns in the U.S., Chicago, Illinois. And tonight, kickboxing fans have gathered here at the Sears Center in Hoffman Estates for Glory 27. It's time for our middleweight title fights.
Ladies and gentlemen, bad blood in our main event has been brewing for the better part of a year in this rematch between Simon Marcus and Artem Levin.
What do you think about the decision?
Wow. I won that fight.
I lost a lot of respect for Levin that last fight, you know, with all his talk that he couldn't back up. He tried to hold me 5 rounds and then celebrated the draw as if he really won. In case you didn't understand the rules, you can't hold in Glory.
Left kick to the body by Marcus. Eats that punch from Levin. Now it's got personal.
Last fight, I was very angry for Simon Marcus for his words. But now I don't want to dirty up my mind.
But they're getting down and dirty here in San Diego.
I appreciate Levin. I appreciate that he can bring a greater fighter out of me. Now I'm on a different mission, not only to win, but to knock him out, to make it concrete that he's just not on my level.
I respect him, but I must destroy him.
First to make his way to the Glory ring, his Muay Thai resume is one for the record books. Undefeated at 40-0, a 2-time Fighter of the Year, he is Simon Marcus.
There's the 2015 Glory Middleweight Contenders Champion, Simon Marcus, coming in with an impressive 42-2-2 record, 24 wins by way of knockout.
Simon Marcus is a multiple-time world champion and undefeated as a Muay Thai fighter. And he's in here to show that the basics of Muay Thai can stand in the ring of kickboxing, just like his trainer and his friend Buakaw Benchaman.
His kickboxing game has also evolved. It took some time to make that transition from Muay Thai, but he has done it well, and he is ready to extract some revenge on the champion. Artem Levin flat out said, as you heard in the feature, he believes he was robbed in that last fight.
It was such a close fight. Simon Marcus believes he won. That's what made it very frustrating for him. He went back to training and G-trained harder than ever. He's here to put on a show. None of these guys want to leave it to the judges' scorecard tonight.
This Russian superstar, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, known for his evasive skills, he is Artem Levin.
Here comes your Glory middleweight champion and one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in the world, Artem Levin. 51-4-2, the Lion. 6-1-1 in Glory. 29-year-old, this kid, every time he comes into the ring, puts on an impressive performance.
Before I get into his stats, I have to talk about his entrance song. He's coming out with one of my favorite scenes from the movie Kickboxer, where Jean-Claude Van Damme breaks it down at the bar, just like he was doing on his entrance, bringing a lot of fun to the ring.
You didn't think Levin had some dance moves? Well, guess what? The Russian can bust a move, can't he?
Well, seeing him fight, you can see he could move. He's got good footwork, good movement, good angles. I'm sure he does well on the dance floor as well.
Both fighters are looking to claim that belt. Artem Levin, Simon Marcus. Here's the tale of the tape. Both fighters, 29 years old, have a combined 103 professional bouts between them. Slim reach advantage goes to Marcus. Levin is 2 inches taller. Our rules for this Glory Championship fight: 5 3-minute rounds. 3 judges will score the bout based on the 10-point must system. No standing out, and an 8 count, and of course no elbows, throws, or sweeps. The doctor or referee can stop the fight. For the official fighter introductions and our Glory 27 main event, here's Tim Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. 5 rounds for the Glory Middleweight Championship of the World and a rematch of a very unsatisfying draw. Both men say that will not happen again tonight. This bout sanctioned by the International Sport Kickboxing Association. At the opening bell, your referee is Al Wickers. From the Sears Center in Chicago, Illinois, to Glory Kickboxing fans watching around the world, it's time for Glory! Once again, we are scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, standing on my right and fighting out of the black corner, one of the best Muay Thai artists in history, a WBC and WLF world champion. His record, 42 wins with just 2 losses, 2 bouts scored even, 24 of those wins coming by knockout. Standing 6 feet 1 inch tall, 1.85 meters, he weighed in at an even 185 pounds, 83.9 kilos. Fighting out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, ladies and gentlemen, it's bad boy, Simon Marcus! His opponent, a European champion, WBC and WKN Muay Thai world champion. His professional record, 51 wins with 4 losses, 2 bouts scored even, 34 big wins by knockout. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, 1.90 meters, and he weighed in at fight time at an even 186 pounds, 84.4 kilos. Fighting out of Russia by way of San Diego, California, he is the reigning and defending Glory Middleweight Champion of the World, Artem the Lion Levin. Once again, your referee is Al Wickers.
Artem Levin taking his time getting into the center of the ring.
All right, fellas, this is for the Glory Middleweight World Championship. I want to have a good, clean fight, protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times, fight clean and fight hard. Any questions, fellas? Touch gloves, let's rock and roll.
With both rivals accusing each other of excessive clinching, referee Al Wickers could be a busy man tonight. Scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. This is the middleweight title fight. Artem Levin in the gold and Simon Marcus in the black. And Nice left hook delivered from Artem Levin.
This fight is about the movement and the angles of Artem Levin versus that strong, aggressive, forward power style of Simon Marcus.
Can't push him back.
You're going to see Artem Levin try to use his angles and his distance to avoid that straightforward power style.
And right away, Al Wicker's involved, telling champion Artem Levin, you can't push him back. And there he is, getting in to break him up. Now, this is a kickboxing purist dream. Very technical, kind of point-based fight. Down goes Marcus.
Here comes the clinch again.
Stop time.
Al Wicker's calls timeout.
No more playing games. No more playing games. We're going to hear the fight, you understand? Time in. Fight!
You don't mess with Al Wickers. No more playing games. I love it. Knee from Artem Levin.
These guys are swinging early into the round. But with this aggressive style, Ron, this is where they're ending up in the clinch. Both of these guys are really throwing heavy punches, overthrowing their attacks, and they're ending up into the clinch.
Wickers actually had to push Simon Marcus back. Marcus gets a shot through.
Hold on, let go.
Wickers letting it go because if they clinch and you're throwing knees, they'll give you a little bit more time. Levin almost looked like he was going for a takedown.
Artem Levin classifies his style as clever boxing. So you see him kind of use a style called deception. He leaves you his head, pulls back, and counters.
Fans here in Chicago are already upset. They're booing every time that they clinch up. Again, Simon Marcus got a victory over Artem Levin, but it was in Muay Thai rules where elbows are okay and clinching is allowed.
I don't feel...
Levin tumbles out of the ring.
4, 5, 6,
arguing with
7,
referee Al Wickers, who's giving him a standing 8 count.
I don't know about that one. It looked like he fell through the ropes. I think he slipped through the ropes, actually. That wasn't a knockdown, in my opinion.
And that's going to do it for round 1. And a little extracurricular activity after round 1. Both fighters go head to head as we listen into the corner of Simon Marcus.
Let's see what happened with that knockdown. He does throw a knee while he's going out of the ring, but I don't think it landed. I don't call that a knockdown. I think he was just thrown out of the ring from the clinch. This speaks for itself. Both of these guys want this really bad. There's some bad blood between these two.
Well, that's a key with Al Wickers calling it a knockdown in a glory title fight. Four knockdowns in a fight will end it. More controversy between Artem Levin and Simon Marcus. Round 2 underway. Levin in the gold and Marcus in the black. What a night here for glory in Chicago. Ron Kruk along with Joseph Valtellini. The glory middleweight championship on the line. Al Wickers calls that a slip.
I like when Artem's using the jab. It's really effective. It keeps the distance, keeps him out of the clinch.
Check out the total punches. 37% Levin, landing more and throwing more. once again, Simon Marcus is on his back.
Turn around, here we go. Hey!
Levin just missed with that uppercut.
I would still like to see Artem Levin use his distance, use his angles. When he's using his jab, he's very successful. Him throwing knees like that is causing him to get into the clinch. He needs to keep the fight on the outside.
That knee from Marcus during the clinch landed to the body of Levin.
Right here. 1 point. 1 point. 1 point. 1 point. One more time. One more time, one more time, you're disqualified. Simon, wait!
Huge move there by referee Al Wickers. And what is Artem Levin doing? He turned around and Simon Marcus jumps on him.
He was done. Here they go.
What is he quitting? Al Wickers deducted a point for excessive clinching and then said if he does it again, he might disqualify him. I don't think Artem Levin cares. Oh, what a shot.
This is an exciting fight.
And Levin gets a kick through.
This is the fight the fans wanted to see. We just needed to piss off Artem Levin a bit, and here we go.
What a strange scenario taking place in Chicago.
Come on, guys, I'm home.
Under 30 to go in round 2, scheduled for 5.
Let go, come on.
Furious pace to end round number 2. And once again, Levin and Marcus exchanged some shots there after the bell has rang.
Wow, Ron.
Joseph, this is craziness here in Chicago Glory 27. A point deducted by referee Al Wickers. Let's take a look.
He's using his boxing, hitting, and then coming in right into the clinch. Al Wickers wanted no part of this. Established his control in the ring early on.
And Wickers had warned him earlier. And after the point deduction, what's Levin doing?
He waved it off. Oh, there comes Marcus, hits him from behind. Artem Levin's awake now.
Artem Levin's corner was livid at the end of that round. Strange situation there for this Glory Middleweight Championship. Levin in the gold, Marcus in the black, and they continue to battle here in round 3, scheduled for 5.
All right, don't hold. Let's go. Come on. Step back, man. Come on. Fight.
What was your take on Levin at the end of that round?
I think he's just frustrated. He's being criticized for it. He lost a point last fight. He's just very frustrated. But it woke him up. If that's what he needed to wake up, this is the Artem Levin we need to see. If he's going to win this fight, he needs to push the pace, keep his distance, and mix levels with his boxing.
Simon Marcus said that he felt Levin should have been deducted 2 points for excessive clinching in that last controversial draw at Glory 21. Wickers has warned Artem Levin another excessive hold, and he'll disqualify him. We built this fight as 2 bitter rivals. And that is exactly what's playing out here tonight in Chicago.
Simon Marcus putting his hands up saying, listen, Artem's still clinching.
Levin continues to throw those knees without much power behind him.
We haven't seen Artem use his kicks much this fight. Same with Simon Marcus. Simon Marcus has a beautiful left kick. I sparred with Simon many times in preparation for fights, and let me tell you, that left kick is one of his best weapons.
Levin landing 71% of his kicks. He just got through with a front kick. Marcus 60% of his, but throwing much more. Under a minute to go in round 3. Glory middleweight title on the line. Low kick from Marcus. Wickers has call time again. A second point has been deducted. And is Levin going to throw in the towel? Al Wickers telling him to fight. Levin wants nothing to do with it. And that's going to do it. Simon Marcus is the new Glory middleweight champion. What a crazy scene here in Chicago. We'll try to sort things out. The official decision here at Glory 27 comes up next. Artem Levin walking out of the Sears Center back to the locker room. What a strange scenario we saw unfold here tonight.
I can't even explain. I'm still trying to wrap my head around everything here. What a crazy fight, crazy ending. We had Artem Levin's corner running around. This is mayhem here.
One in the world, best striker in the world, right here. Anybody want to come to Glory and come fight them. Number one striker in the world.
A strange scenario unfolds here in Chicago, but you're looking at the new Glory middleweight champion, Simon Marcus. Artem Levin, the former champion, bolted out of the ring. I don't even know if UFC Hall of Famer Matt Hughes can figure this one out. Joseph Baltellini and myself are trying to figure out just what unfolded. Artem Levin's corner went absolutely ballistic on Glory matchmaker Core Hammers. And then he left the ring as we check out the final stats that ended early. Simon Marcus landing 31 out of 81 strikes, 46%. He was very accurate, where Artem Levin landed only 34% of his total strikes. It was a very technical fight, but we expected Al Wickers to take control, and he did. Let's check out the highlights.
Here it goes. This whole trilogy has been about clinching. I question that knockdown, but the clinching of Artem Levin, that's 2 points deducted. As soon as he throws a punch, both of these guys land in the clinch. Here's point deduction 1 here. This is the first time that Artem Levin said he was done. Simon Marcus hits him from behind. He wants to finish this. There's bad blood that needs to be settled in this ring. Beautiful front kick.
And then round 3 is where it just got crazy. Second point deducted.
This is when Artem Levin just had enough here. Mentally, he didn't look there. He broke. This was enough. He didn't want any part of this fight anymore. The frustration, the mental side of the game got to him, which led to a new middleweight champion of the world.
Simon Marcus gets his revenge on the champion Artem Levin. And to get the official word, we go back into the Glory Ring and Tim Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, with his opponent unwilling to continue and officially disqualified, our referee Al Wickers waves it off at 2 minutes 55 seconds of the 3rd round for your winner and new Glory Middleweight Champion of the world, Simon Marcus.
And new middleweight champion of the world, Simon Marcus. How do you feel?
I'm on top of the world, baby. I feel great. Fight was great. I worked for this. I'm glad I'm here representing for everybody with a dream, everyone who believes in themselves. And for all y'all booing, you don't know what it's like to fight up here. So just chill out. I worked hard for this. I beat the man. He ran out the ring. Fight wasn't over. I won fair and square. Give me my props.
With who? After the controversial fight last time and what happened here today, what do you feel? Is the bad blood gone between you two? Where do you feel you are now with Artem Levin?
There's no bad blood with Levin. See? I said I'm the real champion. I came here, I proved it tonight, and that's where it lies. Thank God. The glory goes to God for sticking with me through everything. Thanks and praise.
Simon Marcus, you're added to another list of Canadian champions. What does this do for Canadian kickboxing and fans all across the world?
Canada's running it right now. Everybody knows that. Toronto, stand up. Everybody in the dot. Everybody in the 6. We're holding it down.
We're holding it down.
Ladies and gentlemen, your new middleweight champion of the world, Simon Bad Boy Marcus!
The party begins for the new middleweight champion, Simon Marcus. But what a bizarre set of circumstances surrounding Artem Levin getting 2 points deducted by referee Al Wickers. He left the ring quickly, but Clark Gilmer caught up and is standing by with one of his team members.
Guys, I'm backstage with Artem Levin's corner man, Andre. Couldn't get a hold of Artem, but this is the next best thing. What in the world did we just see out there? This is insane. So much drama, so much kicks. Please walk me through this. What's going on back here?
You everybody saw now what's happened now, and I think it's not a drama because there's a real plan of and the behavior from the glory side. We think everybody and our chief coach and all our team, because it looks like they wanted to take a belt before fight, and you everybody can see that Marcus did everything like Levin from the Levin side, from the Marcus side, clinching, but Levin show everybody is up his hand, and Marcus too. Yes, it's no problem, but sometimes Marcus making a turning in the clinching, but the referee no one word to his side, making sweep in the when he take Levin's hand. No one word to the Marcus side, but every time the referee didn't have a chance to Levin work clearly, because every time the referee stopped the fight, every time he show Levin some mistakes, but only Levin
not to Marcus. We can't believe it because it's really looks like this promotion want to take the belt before the fight. Because how Marcus can be happy now? I think if he really champion, if he really boxer, if he really sportsman, he never will be happy from this situation. Because everybody know Levin can win, and everybody see. All fans, yes, screaming too much, screaming only to the Levin side, but everybody see who all time looks kickboxing, all time looks boxing, and everybody know the all opportunities of Levin from his side.
Thank you so much. So much to say here. So many emotions going on back here. Back to you guys.
Great work, Clark. That were some strong accusations from the Artem Levin camp. But either way, that man, Simon Marcus, is your new Glory middleweight champion. Always bizarre and controversial situations when Artem Levin takes on Simon Marcus. Joseph Altolini, do you agree with Al Wickers deducting 2 points away from Artem Levin for excessive clinching?
I feel Al Wickers had to take 1 point away to establish control in the ring. A second point, I question it a little bit. I feel another warning or two could have been okay, but you know what? Al Wickers is the referee in there. He made that decision. He must have watched that last fight to know he needs to establish control of this fight and make sure we determine a good, proper winner tonight.
And the bottom line we spoke about at the beginning of the broadcast was that Al Wickers was going to be watching for excessive clinching and holding. That was not a shock. So the accusations by the Levin camp were... that's a little bit of a reach, in my opinion. But what a night. Bottom line is Simon Marcus leaves with the hardware tonight. Another man who's got a trophy to add to his collection is Dustin Jacoby. He won the Glory middleweight contenders tournament tonight. That is his third Glory tournament victory, Joseph, which is just insane.
Dustin Jacoby, I'm calling him the king of the tournaments. He wants single fights now. I think he deserved his shot. He's gone through so many tournaments. Let's give this guy a shot at the title.
Well, maybe that will be the next step. Could we see Dustin Jacoby and Simon Marcus? How do you like that matchup?
I think that's an exciting matchup. I think the fans will like it. I say let's do it.
Well, if anyone earned a title shot, it's a guy who won 3 tournaments for this promotion, Dustin Jacoby. Well, what a night here in Chicago as we wrap up Glory 27. But mark your calendars because Glory 28 Paris takes place Saturday, March 12th in Paris, France. One of the most stacked cards in Glory history. 3 title fights and a 4-man lightweight contender tournament. For the entire Glory crew, including Clark Gilmer, Joe Baltolini, I'm Ron Kruk. Thank you for joining us, and good night from Chicago.
Hold it!